All right, so today we're going to be going over the major volcanic eruptions around the world. So, starting off, we have a map of major volcanic eruptions. Note that when I say major eruptions, I mean volcanic eruptions with a volcanic explosivity index of 4 or higher. And we're only looking at eruptions from the year 0 AD to 2014 AD. So this map just shows the locations of all of these eruptions. As we could see, they are spread pretty evenly across fault lines around the world. And when we scroll over each individual volcano, we could see that the location, name, type of volcano, and latitude and longitude are included. Next up, we have a bar graph indicating the number of major eruptions per country. On this graph, when we scroll over each individual bar, we can see that it's broken up by volcano. So each segment of the graph indicates one volcano. It tells the year it erupted, the amount of times it erupted, and the country that it's located in. So we could see that Japan has the most eruptions at 30, with Iceland coming in second at 25. And then in third, we have Indonesia with what, 20, I'd say about 23 or 24 eruptions. Now we can move on to property damage with Aaron.
All right, thank you for that, Johanse. So I'm going to start with the bubble chart on the left, where we're going to be discussing the damage in millions done by the volcanoes. So in the following chart, you can see the bubbles decrease in size by the amount of damage that they created in millions. St. Helens volcano was in 1980 and it had about $2 billion worth of damage. And then if we go to the pie chart to the right, we'll see that this is done by the number of homes that were destroyed by volcanoes. So you can see in the pie chart that the volcanoes that were destroyed, that destroyed the most houses. So out of the 234 volcanoes in our data, only 15 of them destroyed houses. Kalut destroyed the most at 13,898. This is interesting to note because the volcano that destroyed the most houses was not the same as the one that caused the most damage in millions. Johanse, can we go over to your map really fast? So you'll see that St. Helens volcano is actually located in Washington State and Kalut's volcano is located in Indonesia. And this does make sense with what we said because St. Helens is in Washington, so the population rate within the area is a little bit less than it is Kalut. So there's less homes for it to destroy. And this also makes sense with Johanse's graph on the right with Indonesia having so many volcanoes. Thank you.
So this infographic has the associated natural disasters with these volcanic eruptions. On the left, we have a box chart showing that the countries with the most earthquakes associated are Japan and the United States, followed closely by Indonesia and Italy. And then on the right, we have the tsunamis associated with eruptions per country. The country with the most tsunamis associated is Indonesia, and that makes sense as it's an island chain country. And then this is followed by Japan, another island country. And then we have the United States and Italy right after that, both at 16, which also makes a lot of sense considering how much coastline each of these countries have.
Okay, so in this bar graph, I will be explaining about the death and injury rate of all of the volcanoes among throughout the whole world. And if you see the graph, we can see that the most casualties is made by Ruiz, which is like 24,000 plus of death rate, and injury rate is 10,000 ish. And after that, it comes Kelut, which is in Indonesia, and the death rate of is very high also, and the number of it is 15,000 plus, and but the injury rate is kind of like very low, like 150. And after that, Vesuvius and Ahu has the similar kind of death rate, which is like 8,000 plus, but Abu has a greater injury rate comparing to Vesuvius, which is like 1,000. And at last, it comes like Kilauea, which is situated in USA, and it has a death rate of 5,000 plus, but the injury rate is also very low, like like 20. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you.